Tillett just swung around in the tackle, and how often we see players getting nasty knee injuries when that happens. But there's a lot at stake for both sides, but again, we said it at the outset, there's more at stake for Stade. They're outside the top six by 1 point by virtue of Racing's win earlier on, and the top six is just so vital to get into it, because one, obviously it allows you a chance to win the French Championship, but it also qualifies you for Heineken Cup, so it is just absolutely massive. So there really is more pressure on Stade, but that in itself can be a good thing or it can be a bad thing, and it's all about how Stade deal with that pressure, whether they can make a positive out of it. Whereas you feel that Toulon are just going to play out the rest of those 40 minutes. They've been in good form. They've got Guido at 10 who can bring them something different, and the onus is really on Stade to go and beat Toulon as opposed to playing negatively. I think if the other criticism you would have had of Stade in the first half is that they probably kicked a little bit too much.
Paul Warwick gets the second half underway. Stade Français 6, Toulon 9. Stefan Armitage underneath the restart, got the pass away. Big hit put in. Toulon stopped inside the 22. Toulon board back to Guido. He was free to kick for touch, doesn't find touch. Parise was back there. This is the fullback, Gibril Camara. Tom Palmer. Pass taken nicely. Good hands from Stade. Great stuff from Szarjewski to Ronchero. Ronchero was unable to get the pass away. Tackle presented the ball well. Dupuis looked for a little bit of space. Parise now gets it on to Palmer again. Stefan Armitage quickly back on his feet to compete for the ball and wins the penalty.
Well, it's great work by Stefan Armitage. Initially it looked as if Stade had managed to get on the outside of Toulon. Backy's Botha came out of the line, and it was a brilliant pass by Dupuis that just really cut him out. But again, we saw Toulon continue their out-to-in defence. Armitage makes a tackle, and then as tackler, he's not in an offside position. He's allowed to compete for the ball straight away. So really good awareness from him of what he can and can't do at the breakdown. It's tough on Stade because it was some good initial play. You can see the tackle come in here. Armitage is allowed to go for that ball. Palmer almost understandably doesn't let it go. But that was good. Again, it was good initial approach play. You can see the ball go through the hands. And Toulon's work in defence is very, very strong.
Little fan touch. Bruno throws. It's a little bit messy. Was the throw straight? Referee happy to let play go on. Toulon board. Wasn't too keen on the maul. Gets the ball moving into midfield. A pair up from fullback. David Smith. Or was Alexis Palasson cutting in from the wing. Bastro first a little bit of a hole. The ball is there. That one doesn't go to hand. Carl Heyman keeps it going, but there was a knock-on. Play comes back. Well, we saw in the first half Stade were the ones a little bit more guilty more often of the handling errors. They were saved by one there.
They were. The pass was just behind Smith. He really went for it, and on one of these plays Toulon are going to get it right, and they're going to score. Again, it just looks more effective when they go wide. They're quite comfortable. You can see what they're trying to do. Just stretch Stade till a board runs across the field, and he just tried to pick out his runners there. And if Smith had delayed his run by a split second more, he could well have been home and dry.
Front rows go down to the plate. Ball comes out from Parise to Dupuis. Dupuis launches the clearance to touch.
Again, to be very critical, all Stade have really achieved there is managed to give Toulon a line out on the 10-metre line.
Toulon in no hurry to come forward for the line out. Sebastian Bruno has the ball now. Was there a delay in the throw, or the lifters early? Blacky's Botha was left hanging up there. Stade come away with the ball, long pass wide. Morgan Turanui, little kick through. And it was easy for Benjamin Lepere, but he's made things look quite easy. That could be just his skill and reading of the game.
Again, you just wonder why Tiranui, first half, one of the few times we saw him with ball in hand, he was very, very destructive. On that occasion, in fairness, Toulon have a lot of numbers there, and their defensive work is good. And what that's doing is it's forcing Stade to kick the ball. And here we go. We did wonder how long it would take for his introduction. And again, it's camera who's gone off, and you would expect Warwick to go to full back. And I think that's a good call by Michael Cheka. Swarzetsky, we saw him limp. We saw him get injured in the first half. No surprise that he's gone off as well. Alain de Malmonge is a fine replacement. So interesting to see what Felipe Contepomi can bring to the game.
Off the knee of David Atobe. The referee not happy with that. Not happy with the place he took the free kick from.
Yeah, probably take a scrum, I would think. Yeah, that's the correct decision from Monchero. He knows, there's no point in kicking the ball up in the air, or Garrillon or anything like that. Just take a scrum. Up to build some phases. We've got an attacking platform. It's on the right side of the field to attack. Toulon scrum half, Tillabord can't be a defender, so this is actually a good attacking opportunity for Stade.
Well, just watch Stefan Armitage, number 7. Well, he's been held in by Rabadan, and Stade Français get the penalty. Good effort in the scrum.
Wow, that's a fantastic scrum. Man David Atobe back in the French squad.
Stade will have the shot and a chance to level the scores at 9 apiece.
You can see it too. Manueli's not in a great position there. This is the line out. It seemed as if Backy's boat was up there all day. And literally, it was just as he was coming back down to earth that the ball came in.
He'll have to work on his hang time when he's up in the air.
Well, I'm not so sure if he can stay up there any longer.
Julien Dupuis, he's found his range now. 3 successful kicks in a row from the Stade Français, number 9. And the pink flags wave around the Stade de France. The scores are level. It was a great kick from Dupuis.
Well, it was made by his pack of forwards.
Stade Français 9, Toulon 9. Stade Français have possession from the restart. Dupuis back to Contepomi. Kicks long. And Lepere across there, took it on the first bounce. Great up and under by Lepere. He came up to tackle, but it was a great take by Parise. Here's Contepomi, just a little slip, bounces off the tackle of Bruno. Doesn't get away from Christophe Samson though. Plenty of pink and white shirts there in support. Christophe Samson, who's in an awkward position there. And I think Stade Français looking for the penalty. Dupuis plays on. Warwick has come up from full-back to a standoff position with Contepomi at the bottom of the ruck. Tobe, great skill by the prop forward to get the ball away in the tackle. This is Warwick. Lovely handoff by Warwick. Arias into the line. Ronchero in the move. Great handling by Stade Français. Palmer stopped at the 10-metre line. Dupuis, little fumble. Referee allows play to go on. Saki, great handoff from Saki. Can't pull Saki, make it all the way. Armitage just stops him short of the line. Arias is up to support. Dupuis Arias takes it on himself, dives to the line, but he's held up as well. The ball is there again for Stade. Parise appealing for the penalty. Rodriguez is in to help out. Saki is standing in the scrum half position. Desperate defence from Toulon. It's slow coming back. Alexis Palasson tries to come over the top of the ruck. Judge tells him to get back. Ball floated a little bit, it was an awkward one. Warwick caught in possession, gets it up to Contepomi. Tackle but gets the ball away. Surely the chance is on here. It just has to go to hand. Poppy! Well, he might have passed, but he backed himself. And the second row gets in the left-hand side. And the first try of the game goes to the home team. And the crowd at the Stade France go wild.
Well, that's a fantastic try. No coincidence that this passage of play has come from Felipe Contepomi's arrival on the field. This is where Stacky was seemingly clear. Unbelievable tackle by Armitage, and you felt that Arias just maybe watch Atub. That's brilliant play by Atub. He realises the pressure's on the inside. Great play by Warwick and Contepomi. They just keep the ball alive, and Pape, who has been probably the player of the game so far, just backs himself to crash over. And he shows great maturity there. But watch Felipe Contepomi. It always attacks the line, always takes in defenders. And the easy thing for Pape to do here is actually to pass the ball, because he's not going to be criticised, but he has the maturity and the responsibility to take it on himself and say to himself, I am going to score here. And that's exactly what he does.
And Julien Dupuis adds the 2 points. Difficult conversion angle, but he puts it through the posts. A great start of the second half. Saki, what a break.
Great handoff on Tillibord, but brilliant work by Armitage. That's an absolutely brilliant tackle. And you know, there was certainly a moment there where you felt that Stade had lost the attacking opportunity. But again, Atub had the presence of mind just to play a little spot pass behind one of the Stade attackers. We saw Warwick attack the line, Contepomi attack the line, both of them offloaded. And ultimately it led to Pape skating in the corner, but a brilliant team try.
Simon Shaw's come in for Christophe Samson in the second row. Sebastian Bruno's gone off. Jean-Charles Orioli is number 16. That's Shaw. Well, he'll bring up the average age a little bit of the Toulon side, but plenty of experience. Well, Rabadan was caught in the air that time. The referee just waited a moment. Fairness, the Toulon players brought him down. Apologies from Simon Shaw. It was just a penalty. Could have been a lot more dangerous than it turned out, Killian.
Well, Shaw and Bakis Botha for the last half an hour of this game in the engine room for Toulon will be a formidable combination. But again, I go back to Felipe Contepomi's arrival on the field. He just brings something. You can see Max Gazzini looking on. He just brings something different to his side. Almost immediately he attacked the gain line. He has the ability just to suck in defenders, and the Stade team just almost responded immediately by playing the ball out of the tackle and scoring a wonderful try.
Stade get possession from the line out. It's slow, a little bit awkward. But suddenly there's a little bit of a pep in the step. Armitage has managed to get in there and steal the ball. He was in an offside position. He let it go. Here's Contepomi again. Floats a pass all the way wide to Arias. Tolenui there to support Arias and protect the ball. Dupuis to Contepomi. Steps back. Not sure it was the best decision this time, but just always manages to get the ball away. Dupuis. Little kick through was read well by Palisson. Good clearance downfield. Martin Rodriguez is there. He has a huge boot, goes for the corner. Doesn't quite find touch. It's gone into the in-goal area. It's going to go over the dead ball line. That's a huge kick from Rodriguez and a huge loss of territory for Stade Français.
Well, it's not often you hear in any sport, golf or rugby, but that is the definition of catching it too well. He just actually caught that ball and he kicked it 85 metres. But unfortunately, he was just hoping for that kink to the right, which would have made it an absolutely brilliant kick, but he never got it. Just kept going straight. And could that be yet another twist in this game? Toulon need to get back into it.
Well, nearly a half an hour to go. It will swing back Toulon's way at some stage in the next 28 minutes. And they get the penalty in the scrummage. So a chance to reduce the margin here and respond quickly to that Stade Français try.
Not a straightforward kick for Guido. It's on wrong side of the field, as it were. He's left footer. But it is an important kick.
Well, the scrum began to turn, but it was illegal in the eyes of Mathieu Reynal.
Well, we saw him nail an absolutely crucial kick literally on half time. This is another one, arguably it's a little bit, for me this is actually a little bit more difficult for a left footer.
Oh, his first effort curled in the air, that one does as well. Just too far away to the right hand side, and a let off for Stade Français.
But Stade look a whole lot better with Contepomi at 10 and Warwick at 15. They just have, I think they've got their best players in the field in the right positions.
Allez, on joue.
Contepomi thumps the 22-metre drop out long. David Smith comes racing back. Doesn't manage to evade the first tackle. Tilo Board appealing, gets the penalty, considers the chap. Oh, Johnny Wilkinson kicked one from that sort of distance in the first half. He's no longer available. Having been replaced through injury, Lepere might fancy it.
Well, he does. It'll be interesting. Yeah, Van Niekerk backs him. Just wonder with 25 minutes on the clock. There's only 7 points in it. Would Toulon be better served by kicking deep? Michael doesn't agree. I'm not sure who he's talking to, but he's got a sore ear. He's still going. Mario is saying no. Well, I can understand the frustration. When Guido missed it, what was a relatively straightforward kick. You have a long clearance downfield. The one thing you don't want to do is give away a penalty.
Not with this man and the strength of his boot. It's online. Has it got the distance? It's got plenty of distance. What a kick from Benjamin Lepere. Yeah. Toulon have 6 points of their score from penalty kicks inside their own half.
Isn't it amazing? It was a pretty straightforward kick from Guido, which he missed. And then Lepere gets an opportunity from all of 53 metres and absolutely nails it and brings Toulon back to 4.
And I'm a little worried for Stade Français. That cleared the crossbar with quite a bit. Stade Français 16, Toulon 12. Armitage released to Smith coming on the burst. What a take by David Smith. Has he got support? Finds Orioli, the little chip for the corner. Who's going to win the race here? The ball will. Just a little bit unlucky. Palasson was flying out wide. The kick just a little bit too heavy.
Well, Smith has threatened to do this a number of times. On that occasion, he gets it absolutely on the money. Does incredibly well. I actually think the kick is the right option. It just needs to... Yeah.
Well, if it had held up, you'd have fancied Palasson to come sliding in there.
I think so. You can see the Toulon bench. But again, absolutely brilliant play by Smith. He's absolutely electric on the ball.
Well, Stade Français started really brightly. 10 points after the break. Toulon have just got 3, but they've had a couple of other scoring chances.
It'll be interesting to see how Stade play the next few minutes, because that type of run can sort of shell shock a side.
Armitage bounces off his opposite number and finds a little bit of a hole in the defence. Armitage races into Contepomi. Contepomi slows the flanker down. Tilo Board gets it away. Guido getting through a little bit of a gap. Roberts just unable to hold on to the pass. It's gone loose. Scrum for Stade. Well, the Stade defence is under all sorts of pressure here as Toulon find hole after hole after hole.
Look at Armitage. He's so low to the ground, so difficult to tackle. 1, 2, 3. And it comes to 34-year-old Felipe Contepomi, who in fairness did not shirk out of the tackle, managed to get him to deck. And the problem, that's the second time a moment ago we saw David Smith with a smile on his face. It's as if Toulon are saying to themselves, listen, we've got nothing to lose here. Let's have a real cut. And that spells a lot of danger for Stade, who to a certain extent, while they're in the lead, are just hanging on ever so slightly.
Murphy and Lewis Roberts popped up on this side of the Toulon front row.
On va se rapprocher un peu.
They don't need to be an accomplished lip reader to pick out.
I'm just glad we don't have subtitles.
Stop!
Who'd be a coach, eh?
Oh, Stade keeping the ball in the scrum here. And it has proved to be a foolish tactic. The scrum turned 90 degrees. The put-in goes to Toulon. I don't know what they were thinking there, Killian.
Yeah, I think they had a chance to clear it. Certainly someone of Perez's experience, you just wonder why, particularly as the wheel was going in one direction, oftentimes that could be quite advantageous for the defending number 8 if he can just literally peel away to the opposite side. But for whatever reason, Stade just couldn't clear it. And now they have a gifted Toulon with an incredibly good attacking opportunity.
Well, they can go either side here. Dupuis putting pressure on Thilo Bourd the best he can. Armitage breaks away, pops it to Thilo Bourd. Saki does well to hold on to the scrum half and just wrap the ball up a little bit. Toulon have it again. Guiteau. Pape came in from an offside position, maybe. No, Pape's appealing he's okay. I don't think that was the decision, or the infringement. And Bakis both and Pape, well, they had a little bit of a disagreement earlier on. I think both is doing his best maybe to wind Pape up a little bit.
Well, I think right now we'll give a warning.
Non, ce genre de réflexion c'est non, ok? Il y en a en avant, pour moi volontaire, d'accord? Pas sûr à 100%, donc ce sera que pénalité, donc ce sera pas carton, ok? Mais ce genre de faute, j'en veux pas, c'est clair? Merci.
I just saw Thilo Bourd there giving the signal to the ref that he wanted a yellow card. You hate to see that creeping into rugby. Pape pleads as innocent. Sometimes, you know, it's only when players see it on the tape afterwards that it will be brought to his attention that he wasn't in an onside position.